Hey again, everybody. I guess I'm back for a part. I guess this is 22 of my Fable 3 replay for stroke recovery series. I hope it loads up today. Sometimes it fails to load up. Thank God it looks like it's loading up now, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do today in the game. I think I never finished that Sam and Max quest with the two ghost brothers and the Nomicon or whatever it's called, the book they're reading. I'm gonna go ahead and start this. See where I am. I'll try to. Oh, it's not doing anything. I think the network is doing bad today or something. Let's just stop the game for now and restart it. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Sometimes the network kind of freezes up. Let's try it again, though. Let's see if it loads this time. I seem to recall it did that the other day. It didn't work the first time. Then the next time I played it, it just started working. A launching cloud gaming. I was already in cloud gaming. Yeah, Super Hamster logged in, which means got the yeah, I'm hoping and praying that it will work this time. But if anyone doesn't know me, my name is Stephanie Young, and I'm a Christian gamer and a stroke survivor. Starting in 2016 when I had a minor stroke, which they determined the cause was a rare cerebrovascular disease called Moya disease.
Hey, this is fantastic. Thank you.
I reckon this is the wildest party I've ever been to. Although you could count the parties I've been to on one hand, and that hand would have 4 of its fingers cut off.
So, what did you die of then, love?
I can't remember the last time I enjoyed myself so much.
Maybe instead of finishing that quest, I'm going to travel to Driftwood. Since, I've got to find it first. Here it is. I'm going to travel there. See if I travel there, the houses, I wanted to buy up will open up for buying, purchasing. Yeah, Gone but Not Forgotten, I think it's the quest, the second part of the War to Death quest. I think. I'm just seeing if this place looks different now. Driftwood. Yeah. In 2016, I had a minor stroke, which mainly just affected my my then non-dominant right hand. And I was able to quickly recover from it with some occupational therapy, but a lot of video game playing really brought my right hand completely back. I don't know if I lost anything else in that 2016 stroke, because but I do know that I am. What was I gonna say? I do know that I stopped being active on like Nexus mods because I used to be pretty big into the game modding scene. My name was Arisen1, just one word, Arisen1. I did voices for interesting NPCs and did voice acting for other mods like Rigmore and Bruma and what else for that? I don't know why, but for some reason this Driftwood reminds me of the old Gypsy camp in Fable 2. I like the music in Driftwood, it's really relaxing to me. I'm just trying to look for the houses that were supposed to have been built by the to give wood for Driftwood quest. Maybe they're just not being built. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling very good now. I'm praying that it's not a panic attack, because I get these panic attacks that come on just randomly for no reason. There's that guy, he moved his house here. Buy and rent out. And repair it. So that means we got the guy to help us to rebuild the Driftwood sick town here. There were supposed to be other houses somewhere. Can't remember where. Somewhere there are more houses, some cabins or trailers, caravans. Yeah, because I was gonna tell you, 2019 I had another stroke attack, but this time it was a series of massive strokes that affected them. Let me go in here real quick. I think on the other side of this cave there's more cabins. Not sure though. I think there's might be a silver key in here somewhere, if I'm remembering properly. Oh, there's a silver key right there. Yeah, I used to be able to sing and draw when I was an artist. I did a lot of modding and stuff. But I lost all those abilities in the 2019 series of strokes. I lost over 60% of my vision in both eyes. It's like tunnel vision. Mostly I can't see on the left and the bottom viewing plane. Yeah, I lost a lot of stuff in those horrible strokes. Lost my short-term memory at first. Yeah, I lost my short-term memory and also lost besides these panic attacks, I've been having these weird moments of having like really bad breath that tastes like ammonia, kinda. Of course, I have to WebMD it and look it up on Google. Found that it was a symptom of late-stage kidney disease, or early stages of renal failure, kidney failure. That got me really worried. I'm just concerned that thinking about that will make these horrible panic attacks get worse. Because I'm worrying about other stuff besides the having the panic attacks to begin with. Are there more houses up here? I'm gonna look for them. Yeah, I lost all the feeling on the left side of my body, which was my left hand was my dominant hand. I used to use it for drawing. I made a lot of artwork and stuff. And drawing and stuff. And That's a lot of gold just to have. It's a lot of gold for a treasure chest to get. Rex has something for me to dig up too. Hope it's more gold, because I'm kind of a glutton for gold. Good boy, Rex. I'm not sure I do that gone but not forgotten quest. I'll try to find it. Oh yeah, Sam and Max. Oh yeah, Max is kind of becoming deviant. I gotta stop him before something terrible happens. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about my ongoing fantasy allegorical world game project that I made. It's called Project Tokala. TOKALA. It's like Chronicles of Narnia. The world is Tokala means fox, so it turns down a little bit. Yeah, the Tokala means fox in Native American languages. And, so the Aslan character is a fox named Tokus, and it's an allegorical game project. And, yeah, Alice Aslan is a fox named Tokus, Tokis. Also made a race like the Gajit and Elder Scrolls. They're like fox people, anthropomorphic. They stand on two legs. Call them the Tokalis or Tokalis race, the Tokalis. They also made a nymph elf race. They're really small little elf people, and they live in trees. They're called the Mer-Tani, MER-TANY. And so Sam is like, my brother.
Oh, that Max. He's always getting me into trouble. We were going to go right home after the party, but now he's gone off. I've got to find him. If Mum finds out about all this, she'll kill us. Or, you know, the equivalent. Wonderful. Now, I do kind of know where he is.
Well, they're the ones who
follow
drove
me.
her to her grave.
Mum always warned us about drinking. It was quite sweet, actually, her concern. She used to say, touch that stuff and you'll end up a worthless, filthy old tramp. Like your father.
I just like to bring attention to
We
Project
always
Tokala,
respected her wishes in that regard,
realms of
which is
Tokala,
actually
because,
a bit uncharacteristic for us. But Max,
I need a lot of help
he
on
just
it.
started putting it away. And
Most
all
of
the
the
time he's reading
members
out
have not been
incantations
active
from the
for
book,
years.
laughing like a maniac.
It's pretty much just been me posting updates on anything.
He turned the trees
I
upside
need 'em.
down, it was raining handbags at one point, and then he summoned this huge, flaming demon who was
raining handbags
amazing
at
at
one
croquet. And there were weird bits as well. I told him he should lay off, and he said if I didn't like the party, I could leave. And I said, why don't you leave? And he left. And he took the party with him.
I still see the party set up, the kegs and
I
stuff.
told him he should lay off, and he said if I didn't like the party, I could leave. And I said, why don't you leave? And he left. And he took the party with him.
But still
Here,
there.
I'll just get inside. So, if you just turn into a wisp, you can fly right it. Oh, sorry. Stupid of me. Here. He's in there somewhere. I'd go with you, but I think that would just upset him. Good luck.
Oh, since I lost my singing voice, I'll sing something today. Oh, thank you, Max, for letting me in here, the ossuary. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I long to sing your praises. I'm so glad you
Who needs
that's
the
too
living?
high.
They're a
I'm
bunch
so
of wet
glad you're in
blankets.
my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to show the
Hey, have
way.
you come to join the party? We've got a good vibe going on here, so don't bring us down.
From the cross to
What do you
the
want anyway?
From the grave to the sky.
Look, if you want to be a sponge, you can find another ghost party to
Oh,
crash.
yeah. I gotta drag them. Yeah, gotta.
Hey, what are you doing?
I use my right hand because to press the LT because my left hand is just not strong enough anymore to do basic stuff like that. Game playing. Gotta lead him out of the tomb. Yeah, still gotta go this way. But
I know
you
what
wanna
this is
press
about.
A.
You
I
can't
can't
make
go
me go
faster.
back. Watch this. Whee!
Yeah, this whole quest series is so annoying and bored to death.
I think you'll
Bored to
find
death
this
is
is
okay,
a
but
barrel of laughs.
yeah, Max is the troublemaker. It's because he's the younger one of the twins. The younger of the twins, like, yeah, one of them has to be at least 2 hours older than the other one. Trevor was not 2 hours, I mean, like, because one of them has to be born. I guess Sam is the older of the 2 twins by however many seconds or minutes or whatever. That's why he's the smarter one, more upright one, I guess you could call him. Let's go up this climbing way here. These stairs and stuff. Yeah, but I'll tell you more about Project Tukala, Realms of Tukala. My friends, when they were active, they made some races too. One guy made a dragon people race called the Tarl Hulruk, the H-T-A-R-L apostrophe H-U-L-R-U-K, and they're dragons from a person being compressed into humanoid forms. And, I thought I already left that. Just follow the trail. I guess when I started fighting those guys. When they started attacking
Almost had me. Not really, though. Keep up.
I apologize if I have a panic attack. I'm praying I don't have them during the recording, but sometimes it happens. I just freeze up and go blank for a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can find where he went. Oh, there's the glowing trail right there. This is gonna be probably a long episode, yeah.
Uh-oh. Heads up.
Here we go. Oh yeah, another friend of mine made up a frog. Well, not a frog necessarily, but amphibious race. Characters called the Tohona, T-O-H-O-N-A. They start out like tadpoles, like how frogs and other amphibians like salamanders start out. Axolotls will start out as tadpoles. They slowly develop into to these kind of these creatures, these frog people,
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
toad people. There he is.
Oh, a ghost. That's not what I expected to find in there at all.
My ghost is fighting. It's not a good ghost, it's a bad ghost. I'm just gonna try and finish this up. Yeah, my other friend, she made 2 races. I helped her out with one of them. One of them was, I called them Salmani, S-A-L-V-A-N-I. And they're other people like the Aurorans in this game. Except they got brown skin, but they got white freckles in their face, or light colored freckles. They got red hair and purple eyes, which I kind of changed to any kind of abnormal eye color, like yellow or red or what's another color that's not very maybe some kind of aquamarine or teal or something. Or cyan. But I've seen people with like really weird colored eyes, like blue-green eyes before. So that's not a very abnormal color. I'm thinking like maybe silver, gold, ruby. But it's a fully customizable. It will be, if it ever gets finished, it'll be a fully customizable RPG role-playing game like Elder Scrolls. And you'll be able to customize your character and stuff. I just need a lot of help. Because, yeah, the guy who's been working in the Unreal Engine for me, developing the game, he says he's working on it still, but I haven't seen any progress from him. And everyone else, I haven't seen them in years. So I'm just inviting anyone to, if you can do anything, writing, voice acting, artwork,
You really are a party
fundraising
pooper,
even.
just like Mum. She never lets me do anything. It's always come out and put
Yeah, because our
that down,
website,
and you'll unleash your ancient
projectjokola.com,
evil again.
it's been down.
Well, I've had
for
enough of her
years.
oppression.
It's
I've
still-
had a
still
taste of
actively
real
where I'm-
freedom now. And
Where
ale,
it's saying,
by the way,
buy a
which is quite
domain.
nice as well. I didn't want to kill you. But if it's a choice between that and going back to Mum, you forced my hand. These are the ghosts of the people Mum warned me not to hang around with, so look out!
I guess it's
Fine, they really hate you now.
you can't kill ghosts.
Anyway, in fact, I'm glad you did it. I think the same for the mess you're causing.
Yeah, when their mom said she killed the undead equivalent.
This is why parties always get attacks. You get more undead minions. I wish Boris was still here. He'd convince me to be This what you do for fun? Ruin people's parties?
I need help for
Soon
everything.
you'll be one of us.
Concept art, 3D modelers, assets in the game,
Fine.
and
So you bested a few ghosts.
people who
But you'll
start
never take me back to my mum.
fundraisers. Because
I don't need her.
I don't want
I
to
don't
make
need
money off this game. I just
anybody.
need to
I'm
make
doing
money
my
for
own
further
thing,
development.
and no one's gonna stop me.
Like to hire more professionals later on, people who refuse to work without being paid. But now I just want some volunteers to help out with the game. I mean, I tried to put things up on the like stuff I'd worked on in the past on the public YouTube. I haven't really done a lot on the YouTube channel for a while, but there's a public Facebook group page that I try to post some of my old concept art and stuff on for characters in the game. The main character that guides the hero character, which is called a steward. It's a steward. It's like kind of an angel, immortal being who was appointed to be a steward on to the planet itself, Tokala, which means fox, Tokala. And Tokus, the Aslan character, his name is spelled Tokas. Oh yeah, the two races my friend made. She also made one, a race called the Pale Guardians.
Great fun to lead someone in here. Well, thank you for obliging me. Now,
Oh
if
yeah,
you'll
the
excuse
Pale
me, I've got
Guardians.
some
She made a character
pressing
named
matters
Odessa.
to attend to.
Dessa, like Odessa.
Get the point? You certainly are sharp. I hope you enjoy big, piercing, spiky things
This part
crushing
gives
your
me
head.
claustrophobia. It makes me get really claustrophobic. says to follow Max, but I can't find him.
Oh, Max! I thought I had a massive spike ceiling starting to descend into an inescapable chamber. He's gone too far this time. I mean, when we first found the book and read from it, that was just healthy, youthful curiosity.
It's this part. What's going on?
And when we summoned that load of hollow men in Bowerstone Cemetery, that was really just an innocent misunderstanding. And the banshee we raised that nearly destroyed Bloodstone, that got blown way out of proportion. But I mean, killing you like this, that crosses a line.
Instead of a barrier,
Just look at the
so I can't
situation.
go past
You're
the
trapped in a room, spikes start coming down out of the ceiling, and actually, they're moving quite fast, aren't they? They were much higher when I came in. I mean, you might only be seconds away from death, and... Oh, right, sorry.
Oh, they're coming so close to my head.
There. I think that stopped them. Go on then. Right, let's go find Max and put a stop to this.
Get the point. I like that. Get the point. Yeah, let's go find Max. Sam. That was Sam helping me out, I guess. I guess Max, he just ran away and I gotta find him again. Gone but not forgotten. I see a random chest over here. Yeah, I lost my short-term memory and thought about Arts and now I'll do what I can to help the project out. But I'm at a point where I desperately need help from people. Yep, it's a very ambitious project. I'm hoping we can get approved for like Steam Greenlight or something. That should help into it. We just need someone to help our programmer guy work in the Unreal Engine. So, and he's all of it. Yes, I knew this would take a whole episode to do this.
8 years of bloody piano lessons. Guess whose brilliant idea that was? Mum's!
Oh yeah, piano lessons.
She's gonna be sorry I ever learned to play, and you'll be sorry too!
The wisps protect the book. Kill them, and you can get it.
Oh, will you shut up? What do you want to do? Go back to Mum? We wasted our lives always doing what she said. Do you want to do the same thing with our deaths?
I guess I never thought about it that way.
Go on then. Have a drink.
Well, maybe just a teeny one.
I do like the storytelling in this game. The quests are fun, amusing. Like this one. This one's just kind of
Well, how do you feel?
long, a little
I
convoluted
feel like
times.
Mum would never have let me do that. But what's she going to do?
Well, apparently they
Kill
killed
me?
stuff.
I can do whatever I like.
Well, I killed the
What's
ghosts
this?
that were the bad ghosts. song charms these hollow men to come out.
I reckon she'll be dead soon. Sorry, love. It's in the hand once you get used to it. Mental. You're mental. When she dies, will we be
Those
able to
don't look
solve
like normal hollow men. These
Ooh,
look
I hadn't thought of that.
clothes and stuff. Look like normal people.
Oh, I want will powers. Doesn't raising the dead count? I wish you'd stop this. I wish you'd shut it.
Always playing a song to summon those hollow men.
Use will? Yeah, but I think they have hammer or something. I hope she dies soon. You're tired. Oh, come off it. All you're doing is summoning. You ever seen anything like that? Oh yes, I see people using will all the time.
Let's just play the music that plays in the Flower Stone Market.
Killed that one. Stop faffing around. Summon some more. Oh no, we're nearly out of wisp. Don't worry, I've got a clever idea. You You use some wisps as well, so it's at least half your fault. Probably more. Never ceases to amaze me. I find something fun and interesting, and as soon as you get involved, it's ruined. You invited me. You told me to take a drink. And I realise that now. I had everything under control, and you panicked, and it put me off.
I wonder if Sam and Max will appear somehow in Fable 4.
Mum!
They're
I knew
currently
I would find
developing
you
now.
two getting up to no good.
What are you doing here?
Never mind. You've been reading from that book again, haven't you? And do I smell ale?
Yes, on Max. He had rather a lot, actually.
You snitch! This is why I never want you around.
You get down off there this instant and march straight back to your graves, and you're not getting any supper.
Oh, Mum!
Ghost eat supper.
We're sorry, Mum. I told you we'd get in trouble.
No, you didn't.
Thank you for finding my sons and for getting that book away from
I
them.
need to start thinking of some
I
silly
don't know
quests,
how
kind of like this
got
one.
their cold
Do
dead
Project
hands on it.
Ocala.
But then I don't really want to know. I have nothing to give you.
Yeah, the
except
Pale
this
Guardians are.
advice. Don't have
They got
your
pale
children
skin,
buried near
like
you,
blue veins. You
especially
can
if
see
they're
through their
anything
skin.
like mine.
They were created by a more advanced race to be like slaves or servants, pawns, and But I made a quest where the character, the Murtani character, who leads the steward, who's the hero character around, she talks the to the character Dessa, Dessa, to yeah, she talks to her, gives her some ancient knowledge to Dessa, tells her how she can become the leader of her people, so she does. She gets ancient wisdom and knowledge and becomes leader of her people. I always use some slow time potions. Those ferns remind me of ferns I made for a game project, Project Topala, which I'm going to use the font that I custom made for that project for the title of this video when I finally done. I'm just going to save it for now and call it quits. What song was I going to sing now? Already sung it. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I long to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my heart. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth. No, let's change the key. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. My debts to pay, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Here we go. I'll save it now. There we go, I saved it. Guess I'll call it a day. Bye guys, till next time.